Hello, 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 everyone. Hello. Why am I so dark? Why am I so dark? Why am I so dark? Hello, hello, hello. Sorry about that. I don't know why I'm showing so dark. I don't know why. Okay, okay. Oh, hello, hello. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Hello, hello. 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 Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Hello, everyone. Come on in. Come on in, come on in. Over here to know. Come in. Come on in. Hello, 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 hello. Come on in. Hello, hello. I'm here. I'm just waiting to see who pops on. Just waiting to see who pops on before I start. Just waiting till comes on. Hello. Come on in this evening. Gonna do some gonna address some issues that are in the environment, or what we are going to be dealing with for the summer. And also I want to address something I've seen streaming. I want to address something I see streaming that caught my eye. I want to address something I see streaming that caught my eye. So welcome. Welcome. Is there anyone here? Let me know if you're here. Let me know if you're here. Let me know if you're here. Hello. 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 Welcome. Welcome. So tonight I would like to just talk about the approaching summer. But before I get into that, I want to talk about, I don't know if any of you have seen it. There is a video I saw on Twitter, and, and I also saw it on Facebook, where a mom that has two toddlers and allegedly is pregnant again and was allegedly asked after she fed her kids popcorn on an airline, she was asked to clean, allegedly asked to clean the floor because the popcorn had fallen all over the floor from the kids eating the popcorn. And there seemed to be a lot of uproar about it. So I just wanted us to talk a little about, is it the airline's responsibility or the parent responsibility to, or should popcorn be served on an airline to your child or not be served? Should we give popcorn to our toddlers or children when we're flying? Welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. Please go ahead and like for me and touch all notifications that will let you know when I come on. And also go ahead and sub the channel. Go ahead and sub the channel, support the channel. So is it our responsibility as parents traveling with small children to clean up after? Is it our responsibility traveling with our children to clean up after them on an airline, especially if we serve a snack that's going to litter? Is it our responsibility to clean up? Is it our responsibility to clean up after our children when we're traveling on an airline? Is it our responsibility? Let's talk about it. Or children, in this particular case, it's alleged that the child or children had popcorn. Is it our responsibility to clean up after our children? Is it our responsibility to clean up after children? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Come on in, join the conversation. We're just going to have a nice chat about it. In and join the conversation when we're flying on an airline. Is it our responsibility to clean up after our children? Or is it the airline responsibility? Now, it's alleged in the article that the representative of the airline said that it was allegedly a safety or a danger issue why the parent was asked to clean up. The parents was asked to clean up. And it's alleged also, and it seemed that they weren't just asked, they were told and given materials to clean up after the child had the snack and littered the floor. So is it our responsibility? I really want to hear from you guys. So if you want to participate in the chat, I would really love to hear. As a parent that traveled with small children, well, in the days that I travel with my kids, the airline was a little more professional. People were a little more, I wouldn't say professional, but people dressed. People dressed to travel. So therefore, for me, we all are dressed, we are en route to our vacation spot. The snacks that was given to the children were snacks that wouldn't dirty their clothes. We you know, and also in the years that my children are born, they were still serving meals on the on the aircraft. So they were still serving meals on the aircraft. And because of that, traveling with snack was not necessary. But now that they're serving meals on the aircraft, families, especially mothers with small children, we have to pack not only the diapers and the bottles, but we have to pack entertainment, the iPads and the dolls and whatever else we pack, and then snacks. So I can just imagine that the parent packed their favorite snack, which seemed to be popcorn in this instant. And I'm going to allege that she didn't even think that they would probably have the popcorn all over the floor of the aircraft, because I saw you could see there's a popcorn that is on the floor. There's a lot of popcorn that is on the floor. And what is the responsibility of the airline, and what is the responsibility of the parent? And I can see how this could be upsetting, because the mother was pregnant. The mother was pregnant with 2 toddlers, and then was asked by the staff to pick up from the floor the litter, all the popcorn that the children littered on the floor. She was asked to pick them up. So my concern is, did the airline representative not recognize that she was pregnant? Did she not recognize that she was pregnant? It's alleged that she was 22 weeks pregnant. We carry differently as women. We carry differently and we dress differently. There's some people that expose the pregnancy and others that are modestly dressed. Could it be, and I'm not saying the airline stewardess is right or steward is right, I'm just trying to provoke a conversation here. Could it be that the airline staff did not recognize that there was a pregnant woman with these toddlers? Could it be that he or she did not recognize that the mother is pregnant? And even if she wasn't pregnant, was it something that the staff should have done, requesting her to clean up after her children? Was it something that she should have done? And what is the protocol on the airline for excessive littering? What is the protocol? It's such a difficult scenario to look at. It's such a difficult scenario to look at because I'm looking at it as a mother. If I'm traveling with my child and my child litters, instinctively, I'm going to pick it up because on the aircraft, the littering is minimal. They give you a drink, you give them back the cup. They give you a snack, you give them back the container that the snack came in after you finished used it. So could it be that the mother didn't see the extent of the littering? Mother didn't see the extent of the littering, that it was that bad. And could it also that the staff was a little irritated, agitated by so much littering going on, and she has to walk back and forth, and other passengers has to walk back and forth? Could it have been welcome, welcome, thanks for joining, thanks for joining? Could it have been that it wasn't dealt with properly? We can all say what should have happened and what shouldn't have happened, but could it be that the staff was a little rushed and the mother didn't realize that there was so much littering going on with the popcorn? And maybe if she had brought it to the attention, and I'm alleging that she didn't, she brought attention of the mother that, look, there's so, or asked for her assistance by saying, I'm pregnant and I'm not able to bend in this small area. So again, it's just a hot topic that I wanted to address. It's just a hot topic that I wanted to address. What could have happened and what could have created such, you know, such an alarm? Was it that it wasn't dealt with properly? Was it that it wasn't dealt with properly? That the mom made it public? Because it can't be easy traveling with two toddlers or two children and then pregnant and trying to make sure that they're happy. But on the other hand, I'm thinking maybe she didn't notice. Maybe she could have been napping while they're snacking and she didn't notice that, my goodness, they're here. And could it be also that the attendant rushed in saying, clean it up? It's something to think about. It's something to think about. It's something to think about. It's really something to think about. As parents traveling with toddlers, how do we manage? I'm sure after this, no one will take popcorn on an airline. I guess they'll go for an apple or, a grape or something that the child can manage. Now, the other topic that I would love to talk about is quite a few individuals have voiced to me within the last couple of days about the changes that are going on at the workplace, especially changes in the healthcare field and in the home care field. Hours are being cut, families, agencies, hospitals, shifts are being cut because there is not a lot of patients being admitted. There's not a lot of patients being admitted. I know for the state that I live in, we get very, very hot here. We get very, very hot here. And from past experience, I know that hours are cut drastically. Whether, as I said, whether you work for the hospital, privately in the home, or you work for an agency, hours are cut. Agency, it's that the admission goes down because most agencies get the majority of their patients coming out of rehab or coming out of a hospital. And if there's not, the volume is low, then there's no one to refer. And then the next point is that families are coming in town for vacation. Kids are getting out of college. It's almost graduation season. Kids are getting out of college. Grandkids are getting out of college. Family members who are teachers or nurses, the shift has cut for teachers. They'll be on their holiday break soon. So therefore, they have more time to lend to caring for their loved one. They have more time to care for the loved one. So then if they needed a caregiver, if a family needs a caregiver for 12 hours during the holiday, now it's coming up to be the summer, they might cut it down to 8 or even 6. And I'm hearing in some cases, one individual told me she's cut down to 4 hours a day from a 12-hour shift because family that works in the healthcare profession and work in the educational profession, that their education, they're going on break. Healthcare profession, they're on a staggered shift because the census is so low that they're given the time off. And if they have an abundance of patients, then they call the nurse back in or the aide back in or whoever the staff member is. So how do you prepare for that? How do you prepare? How do you prepare for lost in hours in the summertime? Is this something that you have dealt with before? So you plan ahead of time? You know, the tax season is on us. Most individuals will get a refund. So will that be able to cushion you until the summer period is over? How do you go about managing your family? Do you cut back on eating out? Do you do more at-home cooking? Do you do more at-home socialization or socializing in areas that you don't have to pay, using your community resources, your community parks, your community splash pad to entertain the kids so that you're able to balance during this pause in your paycheck? You know, do you keep the kids home or do you send them? Because in the summertime, one of the things that I've noticed, and my church does it, is in the summertime we have Vacation Bible School, and it's geared towards the community more than the church. Yes, the church members and family participate in it, but most of the time it's geared to us give family some a little break. Sometime goes for 2 or 3 hours, and it gives you drop your children off. It's structured environment with structured programs, fully staffed. Those are some of the areas that families who are seeing decrease in wages can still have the children active in the summer, can still have the children active in the summer, where they're able to go to community resources to assist you in, keeping them active and entertained. Those are some of the community resources that can be used. So how do we go about that?